from MBM. This is take 2 because the first take I couldn't remember where I was from. Idiot. Let's talk mutes. What are the things that really annoy you about mutes? They're heavy. So many mutes put added weight to the bell of your instrument all the time, and you feel like you're going to fall forward. You feel like they're going to fall out, and that's another problem, particularly with Harman mutes and things like that. They also increase back pressure, so they feel stuffy. Then you have problems with intonation and tuning. I mean, mutes are really annoying. You've got a beautiful instrument and you're sticking something in the end of it. Imagine if we could just simply change that. Well, I'm going to unbox and demonstrate a number of mutes that I've just picked up. I've literally walked in the door with they're an Australian 3D printed mute. They're as light as a feather, they're responsive, and they've got some innovations in them that make them really worth looking at. They're called Tectone mutes. If you can look at the end of that one, you'll see it says Tectone on it. You might be able to see it. Tectone.com. I don't get paid by these guys. In fact, I'm waiting for them to send me a bill for all these. So let's have a little look. And the first one we'll look at is their straight mute. You can get it in a variety of colours. Now this is in the colours of my concert band, incidentally. And I just like the colour. But what you notice about here, and I'll come in nice and close, have a look at the corks on them. Right? They're very different. Instead of the traditional cork that you screw in and hope to God it sticks, these ones, when you put them in, they flare a little bit. So air can pass through, so there's less resistance. But the beauty of this is you can alter the sound of the mute by the depth in which you put it in. This is their straight mute. But if I go in a little bit further, it's a beauty because I'm just getting control over it, and the pitching, the intonation is superb. Really, really beautiful job. So that's that one. So all right, let's come to the cup mute. Now the cup mute has the same cork system. It also has an optional, if I can get it out, like the Joe-Rail mutes, an optional fibre insert to soften the mute or to make the mute a little bit louder. But again, you can control this. This is very much like the Dennis Wick mute, but instead of moving the cup, you move the entire mute. So you put it in, it feels secure, it's as light as. We go a bit further in. Even a bit further. Just get so much control over this mute. It's a beauty. And you know, I mean, these are Australian made. They're not expensive compared to some mutes. They're light, they're resilient, definitely worth a good look. I'll just chuck that one on the floor because there are 3 others I want to just quickly show you. This one is, of course, a Harman mute. Beautiful light finish. But what I love about this is I took my horn round to the manufacturer and said, look, I can't get a Harman mute that sticks. And any of you that have played Harman mutes know the ups and downs. I usually use wetsuit material on them because the cork doesn't stick. And you can never get one to fit perfectly, and they always fall out in the most embarrassing moments. So John, the owner, has made these little shanks. And he can make it custom to your instrument. He looked at my instrument, he took the mute measurement and went, hey, this fits here, this will fit here, and he made it for me. Beautiful sound. And remember, these are all 3D printed, so they're like a composite. They're a beautiful light mute. And of course, you pull the tube out as much as you can, same as any other Harman. Just a lovely mute. But I just love the fact that someone's actually interested enough to make it fit my instrument securely, which is great. This little beastie, you ever see on your chart, play with a bucket? Some of us need a bucket. 2 things about this one. First of all, if you look at the ribs on these, you can adjust this to the bell of your instrument up here. So you can adjust the distance onto the bell of your instrument. You can adjust the distance from your instrument and they just slot over. They're not like the old ones that clamp in. And the other beautiful thing is this little ridge at the end. It fits in your mute holder. No other bucket mute I know of does. So in the middle range, right, if we go in close, which is just a matter of a slight adjustment, or if we come right out, so you can actually judge the tone and quality of your mute. And the final one that I'm going to do today is the Buzz Buddy. Now, I had one of these. I bought one. This is how I got into Tectone mutes, was I bought one of these and I took it here. I gave it to one of my students who's now studying overseas. It's now living overseas with them. They loved it so much. But the idea is you can, by taking these little plastic plugs out, this one, little plastic plug, I'll move it away from my shirt because it's black, and you put that in the middle, like so, you can adjust the resistance and quality of the mute. That's with it. I'll take it right out, and there's 4 different sizes, so therefore you've got 5 different options. You've got so much control. I really, really love these mutes. And I've got to say that the service and the whole ethos behind it, you've got a trumpet player making these, and you've got someone who knows what they want and talks to you about what you want. It's a wonderful setup, and I can only recommend Tectone mutes. Check them out online. They've got an online store. They deliver. The service is fantastic, and the follow-up is also fantastic. So if you're looking for a mute, or if your band is looking for a set of mutes, you won't go past Tectone. Really exciting, and I'm excited to take these out in the gig now and play them. Catch you next time.